You're watching Central Illinois' best source for news and weather. WAND News at 4 starts now.
Seen and heard now at 4, the bill tackling the recent wave of hate crimes against the Asian community. Plus a vaccine mix-up, the Illinoisans angry after receiving the wrong second dose. Senate has passed the COVID-19 Hate Crimes Act. It aims to address the rise in violence against Asian Americans and Pacific Islanders. It will require the Justice Department to speed up the process reviewing hate crimes. Illinois Senator Tammy Duckworth, who helped introduce the bill, says the AAPI community will be heard.
This bill tells the AAPI community, who are seen as the other, who are often asked, where are you from, really? And I've had that happen to me while wearing the uniform of this nation with her flag on my shoulder, been asked, where are you from, really? Yeah, your dad has been here since before the revolution, but where are you from? This tells the AAPI community, we see you, and we will stand with you, and we will protect you.
Now, the Senate passed the bill 94-1. The House put together a similar version of the bill. The House and Senate will ultimately have to come up with one bill to send to President Biden. This just in, we now know the name of the Decatur man who died after he was shot in the leg. The Macon County coroner identified him as 37-year-old Christopher Smith. Smith died at Decatur Memorial Hospital yesterday afternoon. His death remains under investigation. Developing news now, a Paxton High School student is in custody after police found a loaded gun on them. Paxton Buckley Loda says the district was made aware of the incident when investigating a disciplinary incident between two students. The school was put on lockdown until the situation was deemed safe. The district says all students are safe and no injuries or other threats were reported.
Yo, man! We got you! Are you the only one? Are you the only one? I think.
Wow, incredible video there caught on camera. It was a heroic rescue. 3 Charleston police officers helped rescue a boy from a burning home. We told you about this fire on Madison Avenue yesterday at 4. You see them running there towards the home. Let's just watch here as they rescue that boy as he comes out of the second floor. You see it happening there. Now authorities had him jump right into the arms of Charleston officers Jay Milton, Seth Brewer, and Jacob Huss. We do not know the boy's condition or a cause of this fire at this time. Happening today, the battle against climate change is at a critical point this Earth Day. President Joe Biden says we are running out of time. While at the White House today, Biden kicked off a 2-day virtual summit on climate change. He pledged to cut fossil fuel emissions in half by 2030. Biden also urging global leaders to dig deeper to preserve the planet.
No nation can solve this crisis on our own, as I know you all fully understand. All of us, and particularly those of us who represent the world's largest economies, we have to step up.
Now, Biden says America will be on a path of net zero emissions economy by no later than 2050.
We are on a no raindrop mission throughout the course of today, and most, if not all of tonight as well. When we look at our Flooring America camera network, just some harmless clouds bubbled up during the midday and the afternoon after that sunny start. Similar bet over South Shores right now, where temperatures are running in the 50s across all of central Illinois. Still a far cry from the average high temp of 69 degrees, but left-hand side of your television screen out toward Kansas City, yeah, those are bona fide rain showers that are drifting eastbound. When I come back, I'll tell you as to their arrival and how much rain we're discussing as you take a gander at the next 12 hours temperature-wise. Hey, with those clouds moving in, it won't be as cold as more recent nights. We'll see if that trend continues headed into the weekend. Chris?
Trying to reshape the political map, new at 4, the House of Representatives have passed a bill to make Washington, D.C. a state. The bill, titled H.R. 51, hopes of D.C. becoming the 51st state. Supporters say D.C. residents who pay taxes, fight in wars, and power the economy should have a full voice in democracy. The bill now heads to the Senate, where it faces a tough uphill battle. Also new this hour, fighting to end state tax breaks for large corporations and billionaires. It's the goal of one coalition of social service agencies and lawmakers. The Raise Up Illinois Coalition estimates this change could bring in nearly $1.6 billion. The programs it would benefit include housing, homeless prevention, schools, child and senior care.
Everyone deserves a safe, affordable roof over their heads. In Illinois, corporations are keeping billions of dollars while families go homeless. We need our legislators to end tax breaks for big corporations and tax the profits that they hide and hoard overseas.
A legislative package consisting of 8 bills is pending in the Illinois General Assembly. Right now, a COVID vaccine mix-up. A handful of Chicago residents are stunned. They're angry after they were given the wrong second vaccine dose. It happened at Mariano's in Aurora. Half of a dozen people found out about the mistake in the waiting room. Their first dose was Moderna, their second Pfizer. So the question is now, what are they supposed to do?
Right now, we don't know what the effect of that is going to be. We know that the 2 vaccines are not interchangeable. And so just to be on the safe side, we're saying don't get another vaccine, don't do another series.
And doctors say when it is time for your second shot, do not be afraid to ask and make sure that you're getting the right one. Mariano says it is investigating the matter, saying, quote, no adverse effects for the affected patients have been reported. All impacted patients have been contacted. They went on to thank the patients for their patience. Demand for the vaccine may be going down. The Champaign-Urbana Health District says hundreds of vaccine appointments went unclaimed this week. The deputy administrator told our partner, the News Gazette, that we're at a point where anyone who wants the vaccine has either gotten it or has scheduled it. Central Illinois counties are far from herd immunity. The CDC says we have to get to 70% to achieve that. Right now, Sangamon County about 35%, Champaign above 30%, Macon County above 25%. And if you're wondering where you can get your vaccine, you can head to our website, WANDTV.com. Now on WAND News, beware of the bear. The Illinois Department of Natural Resources wants you to be on the lookout for black bears. This since spring hibernation is ending. IDNR says while black bear sightings may be rare, they may be on the move from neighboring states like Wisconsin and Missouri. One representative says you're likely to see them near the state lines.
We suggest that you observe from a safe distance. If you were lucky enough to see a black bear in Illinois, you're seeing an animal that's largely been gone from the state for 150 years. So it's really exciting to see that, but you need to do it safely.
Now you should keep at least 100 yards from you and the bear. Thrilled to be back. Coming up, the Central Illinois attraction reopening its doors and how you can secure an opening day trip. And it's Talk Back Thursday in honor of Earth Day. What places on Earth do you appreciate the most? Go to our News Center 17 Facebook page to submit your answer there. A huge Central Illinois attraction is reopening its doors tomorrow. After 13 months, the Children's Museum of Illinois bringing visitors back inside. The museum will operate at 25% capacity. Masks must be worn. Several children's museums across the country were forced to close during the pandemic because of the pandemic. The museum in Central Illinois thrilled to be back in business.
I am so excited. My team is beyond ready. It's been so quiet in the museum, and we're not used to quiet. We're used to loud, crazy sounds, and I just can't wait to have kids back in, play and explore, and have a great time. I can't wait to have people back in.
To ensure an opening day trip, you can get as pre-registered tickets on the museum's website. You better get one, though, before it's too late. And kids are voicing their concerns loud and clear on this Earth Day. Nearly half of kids surveyed by Brainly think in 20 years the environment will be worse than it is now. This comes after 2020 was recorded as the second hottest year ever. On this 51st anniversary of Earth Day, there are several things you can do to help the planet thrive. Plant a tree, recycle more, cut back on non-reusable items.
These small changes that really make the positive impact, and then that's something that it's visible for the kids. It's not just an abstract that the environment is bad. This is something that they can see. They say, hey, I'm making these small changes and it's improving my life. So if I can go on and bring this outside of the house, I can improve the environment hopefully down the line.
And Patrick Quinn, who you just heard from, adds adults, specifically parents, can help be a positive influence on their kids to make the earth cleaner. And Jim, not a bad day to get outside and enjoy the weather, maybe plant a tree or something.
Heck yeah, plant 10. It seems like we only do that on Earth Day.
Why is that?
And Martin Luther King Jr.
Why?
Day. I don't know. It should be every day.
Every day.
Right? Exactly.
Plant a tree for every day you wake up.
Maybe not a day like earlier this week on Tuesday when it was snowing. But, you know, much, much better today. Roto-Rooter Tower camera, there it is, 250 feet up in the air. If you're afraid of heights, look away. And we'll be back with that forecast after the break.
Jobless claims reached another pandemic low. The Labor Department says 547,000 people filed for unemployment last week. That's well below what the experts expected. While the job market is thawing, they say there's still a ways to go. There are still about 8 million less people working than before the pandemic. The construction industry also booming. A staffing firm PeopleReady says this year's construction season will bring in half as many as 1 million jobs across the U.S. For many of them, you don't need any experience. You'll be trained on the job. Some jobs include roofers, general contract, construction workers, and concrete workers. Well, hashtag free Joe. Coming up, why Joe Exotic's get out of jail free card may come from an unlikely suspect. And it's Talkback Thursday, Earth Day edition. Today's question, what place on Earth do you appreciate the most? Head to WAND News Center 17's Facebook page to put in your last minute answers and to join us in a few moments. All right, Jim, well, this kid, certainly not your average kid. He's 12 years old, he's from North Carolina, and he's about to graduate college with a 4.0 GPA.
12?
He's 12. Mike Wimmer will graduate from Rowan Cabarrus Community College, all while finishing at Concord Academy as valedictorian of his class. Now, if that wasn't enough to make you reevaluate your life, Wimmer is also the founder of his second startup company. It's called Reflect Social. All right, I could barely pass a class with 4 hours of studying, let alone...
What are you supposed to be in, like 6th grade at that age?
12,
7th,
6th,
maybe?
7th grade, yeah. And he's graduating with a college degree, school, valedictorian.
2 companies.
2 companies. Hopefully he remembers his parents.
Is this kid hiring?
Maybe. All right, here's a story that has a lot of people talking. Hashtag free Joe. Joe Exotic is turning to an unlikely source to help get him out of prison. His arch nemesis, Carole Baskin. Joe told Entertainment Tonight he's taking her up on an offer from Baskin and her husband, Howard. The couple said they'll help get Joe released from prison if he supports legislation designed to end private big cat ownership. Joe and Carole's feud was the forefront of the Netflix documentary series Tiger King. Joe is 2 years into a 22-year prison sentence. I feel like their offer kind of defeats the purpose. They have a big cat sanctuary.
That's what they own them as well.
Right.
Yeah.
So is she going to give up all her cats? Also, for the record, Joe is innocent. He should not be in jail.
It was entertaining, that's for sure.
I mean, I am fully supportive of Joe being let out of jail. So, all right, how about this Earth Day? It's Talkback Thursday. They're both falling on the same day. So today's question, what places on Earth do you appreciate the most? Seems like Yosemite was the most popular answer for a lot of you on your Facebook page. Yeah, Yosemite of all places. Jim, where would you go?
You know what? New Orleans kicks every other location's tail end. I mean, it's just a laid-back attitude, easy come, easy go. Okay. There's other places like that, like across Oregon, also Asheville, North Carolina is another.
You're going for cities. I was thinking like...
Well, if you're going, outside.
Well, then I'm going to put Salt Lake City up against your New Orleans, even though we both worked in Salt Lake City and we have very different opinions.
If I had to go Utah, I'd go Park City as opposed to Salt Lake City.
Higher elevation.
Yeah.
All right, we'll be back with another look at your forecast right after this.
Of extremes, the average high is 69. You got tomorrow below average, Saturday below average, Sunday below average. Oh, then Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, all above. Thursday's pretty darn close too, so it all averages out in the end. Now the thing is, there's more wind as opposed to shower activity tomorrow. Do not grab an umbrella on the way out the door tomorrow. But once we get to sunset tomorrow night and on Saturday, that's when you do want the umbrella. But you know what? I don't mind rainfall. We need it, so I'm not canceling any outdoor plans.
You said earlier that nobody's going to melt because we're not made of sugar.
Absolutely.
But contrary to popular belief, I'm the sweetest thing you'll ever meet. I don't care what anybody says.
I'm going to have no comment.
We'll see you back here at 5. Have a good night.